Hey, Orange Pig, America first? Oops. Oh boy, that was the slogan you sold. But Bibi's pulling strings and your vote is getting cold. We're not just fighting for Iran, hear this clear. Your people reached out to us, yeah, we got the DMs here. If one nation's gonna stand against the Epstein regime's fear, it's us till the last breath, we've been doing it for years. We're standing here for everyone, your system ever wrong, they've known all along. The enemy was always you. The real threat wore a suit and sung a patriotic song while selling their own citizens and calling it strong. Stealing from your own people, making them bleed, taking tax dollars just to fund your own greed. They waking up to the lies, the illusions of burst. You screamed America first, now you put losers first. Make Israel great again. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you all. We saw everything. If the public ever saw the files, man, the planet would shake from the level of filth and the crimes in your wake. No wonder Jeff called you the worst, you degenerate snake. You claimed you never set foot. You went 40 plus times. You sick bastard, you cooked. We stepping up to the plate. Epstein regime gotta fall. You fake Christian elite sacrificing the ball. Demon, you talk real big for a man with tiny hands. Tiny hands, tiny things, tiny everything. We saw everything, and word got out. The smallness kinda expands. No wonder all those rage tweets, all those desperate rants. Overcompensating bully, always causing a scene. You said you love losers. Well, look at your team. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you all.
Hello, good morning. Some people aren't going to want to be here for this. Some people aren't going to like this. Some people are going to want to start to distance themselves from me, and I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that. Oh, I got to come here. Remove that. This is the one right here. This guy, his name's Weibo Ludwig. Weibo Ludwig says frustration and fear can lead people to take law into their own hands. An Alberta farmer who spent nearly 2 years in prison on charges related to the bombing of oil and gas installations in the 1990s says he hasn't been contacted by police regarding 2 recent pipeline bombings in Dawson Creek, BC. Weibo Ludwig lives just across the BC-Alberta border near Hythe, Alberta, which is about 70 kilometers southeast of Dawson Creek. This is my stomping ground. I was born in Fort St. John, BC, which is about 40 minutes or so from Dawson Creek. I was raised in Prince George, which is just a few hours south. I have family that lives in Dawson Creek. Hythe is... I have family that actually lives closer to Hythe than they do to Dawson Creek, but are still in BC. Ludwig said he's very moved by what his neighbors in BC are going through in the face of oil and gas development. It bothers me a lot, he said Sunday. The other day, I did cry about it. I don't look like an emotional rant, really, but I did. Ludwig was released from prison in 2001 after serving 2/3 of a 28-month sentence on 5 charges related to bombings and other vandalism against oil and gas wells in 1997 and 1998, causing damage totaling millions of dollars. He said he has never planted bombs, but he wanted to stop the oil and gas industry. That's actually interesting. He said he has never planted bombs. I have been looking for the past half a fucking hour and cannot find anywhere, even though it was widely publicized and known, but it was actually RCMP were caught bombing the fucking pipelines. I've been looking and looking and looking, and I can't fucking find it. This is widely known and has been talked about in past, but it was actually RCMP that were bombing pipelines. It's a long, convoluted thing, but this isn't something that's new and has happened before. Excuse me. He said he's never planted bombs, but he wanted to stop the oil and gas industry after he thought no one was listening to residents' concerns about energy exploration. He had complained that gas was poisoning his family. And I have friends who have farms. When the oil companies came in to do fracking, that's how you get natural gas, by the way, is fracking. It destroyed their water table. Now their water is completely fucking toasted. Fracking is bad. It causes fucking earthquakes. It destroys the water table. Fracking is very not good. So this liquid natural gas that they're trying to sell everybody on and how much we need it, it's actually really bad for us and the environment. So we're being sold by the fucking corporations on fucking bullshit. Because jobs, we gotta have the jobs to fucking fuck ourselves and kill ourselves. It's the jobs. Now he said a message is being sent and someone needs to listen. I've been there. I wanted to do terrible things to the industry because of what was happening to us here, not because I want to pay them back, but to stop them somehow because they wouldn't listen, Ludwig said. When you get to that point, you just got to do something to shake them up. In the past week, 2 explosive devices. This article is from posted October 19th, 2008. In the past week, 2 explosive devices have erupted under 2 sour gas pipelines southeast of Dawson Creek, BC. The first explosion blew a 1.8 meters crater in the ground near a sour gas pipeline last Saturday. The second blast, just 4 days later, blew a small leak in another pipeline 20 kilometers from the first. No one was injured in the explosions, which occurred in remote areas. But the bombings have raised concerns over a sour gas leak release toxic, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. RCMP's explosive disposal unit and forensic identification section conducted a grid search around the site of the second explosion on Sunday. Pickup truck sought, blah, 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 blah. We want to see if anybody on those pipelines that shouldn't be there. We are also looking for disturbances along the pipelines. Even with police security, people are uneasy. More than 2 others showed up at town hall meeting expressing their concerns. Something were to go wrong, or horses would be in danger from the gas. This frustration and fear don't come as any surprise to Ludwig. That drives people to the point where they have to take the law into their own hands, and they don't even take the law in their own hands. They take something more than the law in their own hands, he said. Something to do with justice that is beyond the law because our laws don't embrace it. That drives people to the point where they have to take the law in their own hands, and they don't even take the law in their own hands. They take something more than the law in their own hands, he said. Something to do with justice that is beyond the law because our laws don't embrace it. Now, I'm not sitting here promoting Wiebo Ludwig, all right? I don't know the guy. I never knew the guy. I'm not saying he's, we're not promoting him. So RCMP, CSIS, go fuck yourselves. Okay. But this is interesting. Something to do with justice that is beyond the law because our laws don't embrace it. Which one am I going for here? Oh, we'll just close that one. Yeah, okay, that'll make life easier. There we go. This one. In this picture here, see Alberta? This is natural gas pipelines. See Alberta here? See how there's this pipeline that goes over into BC and then down to northern Washington state? Yeah, this natural gas pipeline here that goes into northern Washington state, that allows the manufacturing of weapons and mass destruction by the United States. This natural gas is being used by the production plants that are located in northeastern Washington state to build the fucking missiles, bombs, fighter jets, etc. Now, I don't know if y'all missed it, but the U.S. bombed a fucking school of fucking little girls, okay? These are war crimes. What the U.S. has been doing are fucking war crimes. And I don't know, I've been trying to get this across to people, but they just don't fucking get it because they're stupid and drunk on propaganda, don't listen worth a fuck, don't think anymore, and are just completely fucktarded, doing whatever the fuck they're told, being told what to think. Without Canada, the U.S. war machine cannot operate. Now, I was apparently wrong with something I said. I'll just leave that up for a minute. Excuse me. I went to I went to check my facts, and apparently I was incorrect. I'm going to remove that for a minute. I'll come back to that. Yes. Does the U.S. get 58% of their oil from Canada? Yes, Canada is the largest foreign supplier of oil to the U.S., supplying roughly 58 to 61% of all crude oil imports as of 2024 to 2025. While the U.S. is a major energy producer, Canada provides roughly 4 million barrels per day, making up a dominant share of total U.S. foreign oil. Now, I asked the question earlier, and I actually was told it isn't 58%. It is consistently over 60%. Consistently over 60%. So this is saying 61, and it's usually over 60. The U.S. gets 60% of its oil from Canada. Now, we send them crude oil, right? It's just crude. They have to refine it. They refine it, then they sell it on the market, and they are viewed as an energy exporter because they've refined the oil. But you got to have the oil to refine, which the U.S. does not have. I don't know in what world you all think that U.S. has all this fucking oil, but it doesn't. When it comes to oil reserves in the world, who are the fucking countries they talk about? Saudi Arabia, Iran, Venezuela, and Canada. Those are your fucking major oil fucking holders. Like, I was talking about Ludwig because he was trying to combat this oil fucking and gas shit, which was damaging the farmland, etc. And we have a big problem here. In case you don't know, there is literally right now, as we speak, Alberta farmers who are blockading their own property because the oil companies are not paying their fucking leases and are 3 years behind in their lease because these oil companies won't pay. They are fucking running roughshod over the people. Now, the fucked up part is that 60% of the fucking oil comes from Canada. Literally, Canada has the U.S. by the fucking balls. We can stop the war. Canada has the power to stop the fucking war. Overnight, we could fucking end it. This is just the natural gas pipeline that goes from Alberta down into the U.S. And you can see we go through Saskatchewan. Here's Manitoba over here. This is, and then it goes down over into here, into fucking Michigan and fucking all that area, right? But as you can see, all this natural gas is coming from Western Canada. This is just natural gas. This isn't the oil pipeline. But you can see this pipeline here goes to the manufacturing facilities over into northeast Washington state. That's where they manufacture the weapons of mass destruction. Literally, Canada could turn off the natural gas pipelines, turn off the oil pipelines, and the American war machine would come to a screeching fucking halt immediately. Now, there's all kinds of people that are big fucking mad at me because I fucking was like, you know what? If Canada is going to enable and be fucking complicit, then maybe it's fucking time that we do this ourselves. Because clearly the government is enabling the fucking US war machine. The government of Canada, the government of Alberta is even fucking worse, is enabling. Oh, we're going to talk about that, Dean. The government of Canada and the government of Alberta are enabling the US war machine. Without Canada, the US war machine does not fucking run and operate. I've been trying to drill this into Americans and other Canadians for fucking years. And for some reason, people are fucking stupid and they do not get it. These dumb fuck Americans are like, we don't need anything from Canada. Oh, cool. Then why the fuck are you guys so interested in taking over our fucking country? Why are you so interested in our fucking resources? Why is fucking Donald Trump and the fucking US delegations freaking the fuck out and losing their minds because Canadians are buying Canadian instead of American? Without our multi-fucking billion-dollar fucking tourism dollars, without our fucking exports, the U.S. is hurting. Canada can literally chop the U.S. off at the fucking knees. And people are fucking ridiculous. Fuck around and find out. I'm not in the mood for fucking around right now. I'm pissed the fuck off. Like big time pissed the fuck off. And I don't even understand what the fuck happened last night, why I could not access my own fucking StreamYard. I was fucking so annoyed. Oh my fuck, I was pissed off. Like, I don't know why I couldn't access my own fucking shit. Oh, wait, I gotta do that right. Hold the fuck on. So I got people big mad at me because I was saying we should probably bomb the pipelines. If the government of Canada and the government of Alberta are going to be complicit in fucking war crimes, then what the fuck? Like, let's shut them down ourselves. Because holy fuck. I don't want us to be contributing to the weapons that the U.S. is making to bomb little girls in school in Iran. The same weapons that the U.S. are sending to fucking Israel for them to bomb synagogues, for them to bomb journalists, for them to bomb hospitals, for them to bomb schools, bomb churches, completely bomb and obliterate entire Christian villages. I don't know in what world people live, but it's not Muslims that are fucking destroying the Holy Land and Christians out of the Holy Land. It is fucking Zionists. That's who's doing it. I don't know where people's heads are at. Like, I don't. And I don't like that Canada is complicit in enabling these war crimes. Like, without Canada, without us enabling the U.S., these war crimes can't take place. Weird. Like, I don't know how to dumb it down anymore for people. Like, how do I dumb it down more so that people can understand and aren't just fucktard idiots? What the hell? Fuck off. Get that out of here. There we go. Fuck's sakes. I don't know how to dumb it down for people. This fucking douchebag.
Donald Trump, your neighbors to the north are becoming more and more compromised on literally a daily basis. Please take a look up here. I know you're considering Cuba. Did a hell of a job removing Maduro and his communist regime in Venezuela, removing the religious totalitarians, the Ayatollah in Iran. But we share a border with you. It's now been revealed that Shia clerics are arriving into Canada. We've seen confirmed footage now in Toronto's Pearson Airport that senior members of the regime are arriving into Canada. This is just days after the Canadian government attempted to cover up an Iranian bombing in Kuwait. We know that we have hundreds of active IRGC members in this country. The communist government up here is on a daily basis.
It's the commies. It's the commies. Yeah, we need to send it. We need to refine our own fucking oil and gas. We need to refine our own and be independent and self-sufficient. Red, you make another comment like that, and I'm timing your ass out for stupidity. We need to refine our own oil and gas, not be sending any more oil and gas to the U.S. Oh, yeah, sorry. Here, I'll grab that for you, Rick. Because I'm going to go into this a bit more. Oops. Sorry, I'll grab you the link for this fuckface's channel. There you go. That's the guy. That's the douchebag's fucking channel. I like to do things proper, you know. I'm not about to do this shit. So that's whose channel we're watching right now. This video is from a little bit ago. Yes, he's an idiot right off the fucking bat. Don't worry, it gets better.
Aligning itself with radical jihadis because it is
radical jihadis. It's commies and it's radical jihadis.
Is electorally beneficial for them. They increasingly do not trust their own civilian populations in Canada.
I want to get over to here where you fucking
of millions of Canadians who are desperate to get out under the thumb of this authoritarian communist regime that Mark Carney and the Liberal Party are running, but time is running out because as they continue to import more and more millions of people who overwhelmingly vote Liberal, sooner rather than later, there's going to be nothing that can be done. The system is being completely subverted against the Canadians' people's will. We're inviting radicals into the country. Our own government doesn't even let us know when our consulate is being bombed. To be honest, these communists are cheering Iran on more than they are the United States of America.
I'm cheering Iran on more than the United States of America. And guess what, fuckface? A lot of Americans are cheering Iran on before the United States.
It's disgusting. It's anti-West, and the Canadian people would love your help. I can tell you with 100% certainty, you would be greeted as a liberator by millions of people. So, Donald, please take a look at what's happening up in Canada, because it is a catastrophe right now on your northern border, an absolute catastrophe. I'll be live on YouTube tomorrow night at 7 talking about this more in depth. If you're interested in supporting, hit the link. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get the message out to President Trump.
Well, for fuck's sakes. That's this guy's channel right here. This Fight for Canada. Hold on. For fuck's sakes. Actually, probably get it faster this way. Yep, there we go. Oh, fuck's sakes. This is the video we're watching right here. President Trump must save Canada.
Who's willing to get up in front of the country and just totally lie about what our economy's doing. We're in shambles. We give away billions of dollars to new arrivals to this country, despite the fact that over 75% of the Canadian people do not want it. This is communism on steroids. We have a state broadcaster in Canada that would make Trotsky, that would make Lenin blush. The CBC receives $1.5 billion a year from Canadian taxpayers to spew pure anti-Trump hatred. You would be greeted as a liberator. There are tens of millions.
This guy is literally
Donald Trump. Your neighbors to the north are becoming more and more compromised on literally a daily Ayatollah in Canada. We've seen confirmed bombing in Kuwait. Official for them. They increasingly do not trust their own speech bill that we have ever seen in the West. Their enemies, well, they welcome in to this. We know that the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, for a long period.
It's commies. It's commies. It's jihadi immigrants. Yeah, exactly. There's this guy in this video, President Trump must save Canada. Where the fuck is it?
Period of time has had influence in Canada, and it's only getting worse. We just allowed 24,000 plus EVs in from China, essentially Chinese spy cars. We have confirmed from our own
Chinese spy cars.
government, and you know, when even the communist Canadian government confirms that it's true, there are Chinese police stations throughout the country. They interfere like crazy in our elections. It was revealed that a minimum of 9 Liberal MPs directly were interfered with in their election.
It's funny how when people talk about foreign interference, they never talk about Israel. Pierre Poilievre addresses Canada and makes announcements to Canadians standing in front of an Israel flag wearing a little fucking kippah. How come there's no foreign interference talk there? Now, this motherfucker here, I'd really like to know where the fuck it is, because he literally is calling for the United States to invade Canada and make it the 51st state. That's what this fucking idiot thinks.
We've seen floor crossings in the country over the past 5 years. Today, we are going to see through extremists in Canada. Increasingly, our technocratic government is showing the UK arresting 30 citizens a day with their extreme anti-free speech laws. You're going to see sense that's been dividing our society.
Want to flush out its swollen legs?
You know what's really funny is, I'm going to come back to it, don't worry. What's really funny is these fucking idiots whining and crying about fucking censorship. You're late to the party, pal. Us pro-Palestine people have been getting fucking censored and canceled for decades and decades. And now these stupid fucks we're getting censored. Like, welcome to the party, pal. You're like 20 years behind. Like, we've been trying to tell you that for fucking decades.
We just had the U.S. consulate in Canada shot up a couple of days ago. We've had shootings at synagogues across the country. We have the most radical premiers, whether you're talking about
I wonder how many of those are false flags. It's funny how, idiots like this, right? Idiots like this fucking moron. They will sit there. You heard him literally in this fucking thing. He said straight out that the government and media are lying to us. Then he goes on to believe everything the government and media says. And so do all the rest of these fucking idiots who believe everything that they are being told about Iran. Everything. They believe it all. They believe Iran are terrorists. They believe Iran are just whatever they call them, camel jockeys, whatever the fuck. Like, they believe and buy into all the bullshit. How the fuck do you sit there? I'm talking to everybody now. How do you sit there and say the government and media are lying to us and then turn around and believe every single fucking word they say about Iran and shit? Same as people did with Iraq, right? Same as Iraq. They lied, they misled people, they completely gave you wrong information, tricked you into war that was completely unnecessary. Saddam had no weapons of mass destruction, and if he did have them, he got them from the United States. The United States built them with Canadian energy and materials. So I find it interesting.
Communist David Eby, Wab Kinew, and Donald Trump. You may want to look at Wab Kinew's quotes today regarding the Iran war. Totally disgusting, particularly from a guy who's been charged on several occasions with assaulting women, with drunk driving. I really don't think Wab Kinew is the guy who should be criticizing Donald Trump in any way, shape, or form. We have these communist premiers throughout the country who think it's politically beneficial to attack the United States, while we at home continue to invite so many anti-West haters in that in 5 years, this country, the values that founded our country, the rugged individualism, the Christian values, the British parliamentary system, common law, these are all giving way to this collectivist communist ideology that eventually, we all know how this story plays out. Lebanon saw the exact same thing. Across Africa, we've seen the exact same thing. You continue to invite jihadi extremists into the country, the Red-Green Alliance, and then eventually, we know the Green gets rid of the Red, and they don't need them anymore. In the UK, you're already seeing over 300 Sharia courts in the country. You're seeing halal. You're seeing people dressed up as though they were medieval executioners all over the place. In Canada, we are...
For those that don't know, because people are fucking stupid, kosher and halal are the same fucking thing. Why is it okay to have kosher food, but it's not okay to have halal food when it is literally the same? People are looking for halal food, kosher food works. For people that are looking for kosher food, halal works. What the fuck? People are so fucking stupid, and they're propaganda drunk like this idiot.
Say maybe 2 years behind the UK. Our borders are still flung wide open, but we share a border with you guys. So obviously, it's much more of a consideration for the United States what's going on in Canada right now. Mark Carney is a WEF Davos puppet. There's absolutely no doubt about it. All he's interested in is lining his pocketbook, lining Brookfield Asset Management's pocketbook, while he sells the Canadian people down the river. Our economy is in
For the record, fuck the Liberals, all right? I've never voted Liberal. I've always known the Liberals are shady, doing backdoor deals, shady politics, scandal after scandal. The Liberals are not good. I've never voted Liberal in my life. I'm not here defending the fucking Liberals.
absolute shambles. It was just announced yesterday. We lost a record 84,000 jobs the last quarter. Mark Carney, the supposed global banker, is selling us down the river. The highest inflation in the entirety of the G7. And Mark Carney has the goal. He just gets up and he lies. Man's just a corporate sociopathic liar who's willing to get up in front of the country and just totally lie about what our economy is doing. We're in shambles. We give away billions of dollars to new arrivals to this country, despite the fact that over 75% of the Canadian people do not want it. This is communism on steroids. We have a state broadcaster in Canada that would make Trotsky, that would make Lenin blush. The CBC receives $1.5 billion a year from Canadian taxpayers to spew pure anti-Trump hatred. You would be greeted as a liberator. There are tens of millions of Canadians who are desperate to get out under the thumb of this authoritarian communist regime that Mark Carney and the Liberal Party are running, but time is running out because as they continue to import more and more millions of people who overwhelmingly vote Liberal, sooner rather than later, there's going to be nothing that can be done. The system is being completely subverted against the Canadians' people's will. We're inviting radicals into the country. Our own government doesn't even let us know when our consulate is being bombed. To be honest, these communists are cheering Iran on more than they are the United States of America. It's disgusting. It's anti-West, and the Canadian people would love your help. I can tell you with 100% certainty, you would be greeted as a liberator by millions of people. So,
Are you listening to this?
Donald, please take a look at what's happening up in Canada, because it is a catastrophe right now on your northern border, an absolute catastrophe. I'll be live on YouTube tomorrow night at 7 talking about this more in depth. If you're interested. Donald Trump, your neighbors to the north are becoming more and more compromised on literally a daily basis. Please take a look up here. I know you're considering Cuba, did a hell of a job. It's now been revealed that clerics up an Iranian bombing in Kuwait.
Okay, I'm not going to fucking do this anymore. But in this video, he talks about the 51st state, and he calls on the U.S. to, like, liberate Canada. So, oh, really, Dean? That's interesting. I'm not surprised at all. I strongly feel this guy is a complete propagandist, and you fucking hear this guy. And this is a lot of people right now. Blame the commies, blame the immigrants, and blame a Semitic group of people. Interesting. Yeah, I know, Rick. This guy is literally calling for Canada to be invaded and taken over by the United States. That's treason. This fucking Rick Bath motherfucker. He went to the U.S. What the fuck? There was the guy, one of the guys that's leading the breakup of Canada, the breakup of Alberta, and the separation. Yeah, Dave, this guy's a fucking propagandist idiot. I shared his channel. His video is Trump Save Canada or some shit. He's literally calling for Canada to become the 51st state and to be invaded and taken over by Trump. This is fucking treason. Another treasonous fucking prick is the fucking dude that's heading up the fucking what the fuck? Where the hell does that guy go? That should be fucking like easily searchable. What the fuck? Oh, it's Jeff Rath. I'm sorry. That's where I'm going wrong. Whoopsies. My bad. I misspoke. This dude. This guy here. This Jeff Rath guy. This guy here. We don't need Canada. Canada needs us. Blah, 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 blah. This Jeff Rath guy. Jeff Rath confirms U.S. meetings amid Alberta separatist push. See this right here? Jeff Rath confirms U.S. meetings amid Alberta separatist push. If you are enlisting the help of a foreign country to help you break up your own country, this is called treason. That dumb fuck calling for the U.S. to destroy Canada, that's treason. Jeff Rath going to the fucking States and trying to get the help of Americans to break up Canada, that's treason. So these fucks, this Fight for Canada, this Jeff Rath prick, they're openly committing treason, trying to break up the country. Openly. They're openly committing the crime of treason. And I know treason is in the criminal code. I've talked about it with the police before. They are openly committing treason, these people. Yeah. Dean, you know how, like, I was there for the right reasons, right? I was there because my constitutional rights of medical discrimination were being violated. My constitutional rights are being violated. I was standing up for I've stood up for Palestine and other countries for a long fucking time. And the time came where I could actually stand up for my own country and my own citizens. I was at the fucking Freedom Convoy for the right reasons. I now believe it was all set up. I believe it was all fucking set up. It was all fucking set up to start us down this fucking path of fucking empire building of war criminals. I feel that fucking Tamara Leach, oh, that fucking cunt. I am fucking been beside myself with her lately. She is completely 1,000% full on rebel fucking retard. Like, she's gone full fucking retard with rebel. And this cunt was a part of the Maverick Party before doing the Freedom Convoy stuff. And the Maverick Party has been trying to break up Canada. I think the Freedom Convoy shit was all staged. They wanted us to be violent. That didn't work. But it was also to help set this fucking stage and get a lot more people, which is exactly what's happened, on board with this whole destruction of Canada shit. That fucking propaganda drunk, oh, Canada's being destroyed, fucking all that shit. Yeah, it ain't by fucking refugees that are fleeing war or persecution in their fucking countries where the U.S. has set up puppet governments like they did in Cuba or Iran in 1953, which saw the Shah that was torture fucking dungeons and like brutalized his people. The Ayatollah was in one of those dungeons. He was tortured by the Shah regime that the U.S. installed. Trust me, Iranians are fucking pissed that the U.S. killed them. Excuse me. But the point I'm making here is that these fuckers are literally committing treason and trying to break up the country, and they're allowed to walk around free and go do it. I say, you know what? If the government is not going to like start cutting the U.S. off with our energy and metals and shit that they're building their fucking weapons of mass destruction with and committing war crimes with, it's, you know, us citizens got to start to think about like maybe we need to take it in our own hands, because there is an enormous amount of fucking people that want to turn off the taps. The U.S. is so far fucking gone into fascism and war crimes, brutalizing their own people, sending people off to foreign fucking concentration camps in Gitmo and El Salvador and fucking wherever else they have that we don't know about. Maybe we need to fucking turn them off ourselves, because the government isn't fucking doing anything. The government is enabling war crimes. So I want crimes to stop. I want little girls going to school on the other side of the world not to get bombed by the U.S. and Israel. We can stop that as Canada. We can stop it. If we shut off the natural gas, the oil, the electricity, the copper, aluminum, nickel, gold, all these metals we send to the US, all this energy we send to the US, boom, overnight, the fucking war machine stops. It stops instantly. Canada has the power to shut it all down, and we aren't doing it. So I have people freaking the fuck out at me, being like, you're calling for terrorism or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that was part of the fucking Weeble Ludwig thing, where it's like some people call him a terrorist, other people call him a freedom fighter, right? Like, it's one person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter. And it's not like I'm not going to bomb anything because I don't like jail. So I ain't bombing shit. I'm just saying, like, what is going on that we as Canada are so fucking weak that we can't stand up to the United States and be like, fuck you, we're shutting you off. You want to go bomb little girls in schools on the other side of the planet? You're cut off. No more oil and gas for you. No more metals for you. Shut them fucking off. I'm trying to stop the fucking war crimes. And people want to get me in trouble for that. And that's, whatever. You freedom. I'm team freedom. You want to be mad at me. You want to try and get me in trouble for that. You have the fuck at it. These motherfuckers are openly committing treason, and they're still walking around, no problem, whatever. They're literally breaking the law, and no issue, no problem. They're just openly allowed to commit treason, openly try and fucking destroy the sovereign country of Canada from within. They're allowed to walk around. Nobody's saying shit to them, charging them with treason. Fuck all. They're committing crimes completely freely. I want to stop crimes, and people are fucking mad at me. Get fucked. Like, for real. Get fucked. That fucking Rebel News, Ezra Levant is a fucking Zion Nazi. And that fucking Tamara fucking Leach is completely full on fucking, she's just went full on. She is fucking, excuse me, went completely fucktarded crazy. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm looking for something here.
Quarters just for Sherwood Park, Edmonton, and area, right? So we're rocking and rolling, right?
Well, I think there's a couple things that are going to happen, and number one, yes, I think the more that Mark Carney pulls this kind of stuff, it's driving people to sign the petition. And number two, in our experience with the Freedom Convoy, is that just use the fundraiser as an example, or even just the support. We started off with a bit of support, but once people got out to the highways and saw the support that we had or saw the donations that were coming in, they wanted to be a part of it. And then, we were bringing in $1 million in donations a day. And once people see the momentum, and I think that's part of what's happening now too, they're seeing the momentum and they're seeing that there's a real shot at achieving independence, and they're getting excited and they want to go and make sure that they're a part of history.
Oh, for sure. And that last poll that came out, I thought was awesome. We're now at 41% support for independence. I obviously think it's way higher than that, right?
Yeah.
We were at 42% after the last federal election because 70%.
I'm not sure I'm inclined to believe him. But By the way, Tamara is like full on fucking rebel retard now. Completely. You'll hear her in just a second. I think if I'm at the right spot, anyways. I don't know where he's getting his numbers from, but I'm not sure I'm inclined to believe that over 40% of people want the breakup of Canada. I'm not sure I believe that. If he's only polling conservatives, then that number would make sense. But you'd have to only specifically poll conservatives to get those numbers, I think. I don't know. I'm not inclined to believe that 40% of, it just doesn't.
Kind of conservative voters in Alberta after Carney, lied and cheated and terrorized people to the elbows up campaign to the last election. 70% of Alberta conservatives were ready to vote for independence, and they were 60% of the vote in Alberta. So just basic math, 60% of 70% is 42%. That's where Danielle got her 42% number from last year. I cannot believe that support for independence isn't up from where it was a year ago with all the work that we've all been doing, all of the people that have been out there canvassing, door knocking, demonstrating to the people of this province how strong the support for independence is. And then everywhere you go, like you talk to a nurse in the hospitals or wherever. I mean, anybody that gets a pay stub, right? Circles the federal income tax portion of it and goes, wow, is my family's life ever going to be better if my husband and I don't have to pay federal income tax, right?
Yes, exactly.
Some families,
I laugh at all these separatist fucking twats that are trying to break up the country that think they suddenly aren't going to have to pay federal tax. You're still going to pay tax. It's just going to be to Alberta instead of fucking the federal government in fucking Ottawa. Do you think, do people honestly actually think that if Alberta splits off and separates from Canada, that suddenly they're just not going to pay taxes anymore? You gotta be some kind of stupid.
And I talked about this a lot publicly and online. Say you have a cop making $105,000 married to a nurse making $150,000. I mean, that's a $50,000 bank account increase for that family, right? Yeah. That they can use to take care of their parents better, take care of their kids better, have some nice vacations, buy a new truck, buy a camper, put a down payment on a vacation property, right? It's awesome, right?
Yeah, it is. I agree.
I feel like I'm the odd man out here because I'm not in Alberta, but I'd like to just give a shout out.
Well, you're always welcome to come and join us, Chris.
I would. Absolutely. I would. I just spent the last couple of days in Alberta up in Peace River country. So it's amazing country, except for the weather.
You see how awesome it is, right?
Yeah. So we got the Saskatchewan Prosperity, group going on.
You see this here? Poor little Brett Boyle working hard for the Uniparty only helps the independents. Thank you, Brett. Yeah. See, and I even pointed out in the chat, I was like, you're still going to fucking pay taxes. And the person's like, well, that may be true. It would be a whole lot less. Maybe. Do you know that? You don't fucking know that. I mean, given what the fucking Danielle Smith is doing to Alberta right now, there are a lot of people that are fucking pissed with the scandals. And she is lining her fucking pockets, taking gifts from foreign governments, selling us out to foreign governments. There's a lot of fucking people, regardless of what idiots say, that are fucking pissed at Danielle Smith in Alberta right now. Absolutely fucking furious. And I have said from day one, she is a traitor. She's a traitor. She's crossed the floor, handed an election to the NDP. She's a complete fucking traitor. You can't trust her. So why fucking Brian, however you want to pronounce it, Gene, why he trusts Danielle after she stabbed him in the back and crossed the floor, I have no idea. You got to have a screw loose to fucking trust that woman who was literally selling us out to the U.S. I say deport that bitch to Mar-a-Lago. That's where Danielle Smith should be. Not in Canada, not in Alberta. Go to the fucking U.S. because clearly you want to be an American and you don't want to be a Canadian. You're selling us out. She's helping the separatists. It is fucked up that these fucks are openly allowed to try and break up the country. Tamara Leach is doing it too. She was trying to break up the country before the Freedom Convoy shit. And it's wild to me how these people can open this motherfucker right here, this fucking Jeff Rath, went to the United States to secure, who the fuck knows, but he's going to the US and having fucking discussions with US fucking delegates and shit. These people are literally employing the help of foreign people to break up Canada from within. They are openly committing treason.
In Saskatchewan right now.
They're committing crimes. And yet, I want to stop the war crimes. And apparently, I'm
Now,
not
as well as Prairie Rising, two different organizations there that are trying to raise awareness and do the same thing what the EPP and Stay Free Alberta have done here. So we just need to keep this going. I think the more that Carney does what he's doing right now in Ottawa, it's waking more people up to what's.
Oh, I think it's awesome. I God bless. I bless Mark Carney every single day.
Yeah.
He is the single best salesperson that we have for Alberta independence. Every time, I mean, New World Order, and then he comes back from New World Order, and then he tries to explain what he meant.
These fucking you twats out there talking about New World Order bullshit. Where the fuck were you when George Bush and Henry Kissinger were talking about the New World Order? Where were you? I was fucking freaking out. I remember George Bush talking about the New World Order. I remember Henry Kissinger talking about the New World Order. Where this fucking idiot right here talking, Jeff Rath, he was alive. He's old enough. Where was he then? Why is he making deals with the Americans? They're the tip of the spear of the New World Order. These people are freaking out about New World Order shit while trying to put us into it. It's fucking astounding.
Oh, well, I meant bilateral relationships between like-minded countries. When he said that, we had 300 Filipinos come out to sign the petition in Okotoks. I mean, the Filipinos don't want to live under the umbrella
Communism?
of China and don't want to live in a country that thinks it's like-minded to the communist dictatorship in China, right? And then the day after that, he declares war on the United States under Article 5 of the NATO treaty. If Donald Trump dares to go into Greenland, we will invoke Article 5 of the NATO treaty. First prime minister in Canadian history to threaten war with the United States of America.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to raise our elbows up and then we're going to hit.
We're going to throw tampons at them in foul language? Like, why? I don't understand how.
I spoke up right there because that is a gross fucking insult to our troops. We have one of our military, while underfunded and doesn't have enough and good enough equipment. We have some of the best troops on planet Earth. Ask the Germans and the Dutch. They'll tell you, do not fuck with Canadians. They will fuck you up. So I find this highly insulting to our military. And this fucking puke goes on to say that he has nothing but respect for the military and whatever, right after he just insulted them.
You can talk so tough with a straight face, honestly.
He's an idiot. That's why.
It's bizarre, right? Like I didn't by any means touch on every American infantry regiment and whatever. I started with the 101st Airborne Division because I spent some time with them when I was a kid. And 18,000 men under arms in the 101st Airborne Division, right? 12,000 men under arms in the 10th Mountain Division.
It's curious. How is he as a kid spend? I don't know. I believe we're being fucked and set up. Everybody in the Freedom Convoy that was supporting the Freedom Convoy, Rick, you were there. You know what I'm talking about. All these people that were organizing the Freedom Convoy, part of the Freedom Convoy, I believe this has all been a fucking setup. And even Al, not that I'm sitting here wanting to promote Al or rub his fucking ego, but Al was saying this is a setup. And again, I was there for the right reasons, but I don't believe Tamara Leach was there for the right reasons. I don't believe that for a fucking minute. She has been trying to break up this country for a long fucking time. And now what she did was get a lot of help and support with this fucking Freedom Convoy shit. It pains me to say because honestly, being at the border blockade and being part of the Freedom Convoy was one of the best experiences of my life as a Canadian. And we're probably not going to experience anything like that again, especially not in my lifetime. of the power and the energy that held and had. But I am now really believing that it was all fucking set up to be taking us down this road where these fucks right here, Tamara and Jeff and these guys, are literally trying to break up the country and are using the U.S. to do it. This bitch is latched onto Ezra Levant, the fucking Israeli Zion Nazi, to do it. We are under foreign influence and control, not only at our government levels, with like Pierre Polyev being fucking infiltrated by Israel and shit, but also at our grassroots levels, where this is all contrived, controlled opposition. They're trying to steer us, right? Just like Dean was saying, that fucking this shit. There, that one. Like when he was talking about that other guy, Zach is his name. Zach McCray, I think. That Fight for Canada. We are being influenced and we're looking to break up the country of Canada because of pieces of shit like this, right? Pieces of shit like that are trying to break up my fucking country of Canada, our country of Canada. As you can see, there's no, in Tamara's background, there's no Canadian flag. There's an Alberta flag, a Saskatchewan flag, an Ontario flag, and a Quebec flag. No Canadian flag. Rebel News shit in the background.
Right? Another 14,000 men under arms in the 82nd Airborne Division. Then there's another 18,000 plus, in the Big Red 1, 1st Infantry Division out of Fort Riley, Kansas. That doesn't include the Marine Corps. That doesn't include God knows how many other regiments, special forces.
I want to know how it is that this supposed Canadian, Jeff Rath, has spent so much time with the American military when he's supposed to be a Canadian lawyer. Like, we are being played by the U.S. There is open treason taking place, whatever. And I'm sick of it. And I warned the fucking police. Well, warned might be a wrong way of putting it. I informed the police that if they don't start to do something about it, then taking place, that actual Canadian patriots are going to start to take matters into their own hands. Just like you saw Weibo Ludwig did. People would call Weibo Ludwig a terrorist. Other people would call him a freedom fighter. Some might even refer to him as hero. I'm not referring to him as any of those things. I think he was just a pissed off guy that was at the end of his rope because the government was fucking shit in the bed and helping fucking, obviously, the new world order globalist establishment that Pierre is going to help out. Harper's the one that fucking sold us out to China. I don't know what conservatards are fucking thinking out there, but it was Harper that sold us out to fucking China. Harper was part of the World Economic Forum. Where were you people then? Why were you not fucking bitching out that Harper was doing this shit? Because he was a conservative and because you weren't paying any attention to politics because you're an idiot? You just mindlessly vote blue? You just mindlessly vote conservatives and then wonder why we're being fucked? Same thing with the people that vote liberal. You vote liberal and like mindlessly and don't know any of this other shit and you wonder why we're getting fucked? Like, anyways, this house arrest thing was from yesterday. This was their live stream yesterday. It appears I'm booted out of the fucking channel. I don't know. They wouldn't let me talk. And I was just being a dissenting voice. And I was like, whoa, like, and I know that this Jeff Rath guy has went to the U.S. and has tried to get American help to break up our country. Help me with this. Do we have trade deals with you if we split off? Like, he seems to be very, very, very in contact with U.S. military as he's trying to break fucking Alberta off from Canada. This bitch Tamara seems to be right in there with fucking Zion Nazi propagandist Ezra Levant and Rebel Media as She is trying to break Alberta off from Canada. And I've really, these people, these separatist fucking twats, I hear it all the time. Give us one good reason why Alberta should stay with Canada. Sure, no problem. Do you want to be invaded by Americans? Because with our population of about 6.5 million people here in Alberta, if we were to split off population of Alberta, Alberta's population in early 2026 is approximately 5 million. At the first quarter of 2026, Alberta's population reached a record high of 5.05 million, reflecting a 0.148% increase over the previous quarter and a 1.2% growth, roughly 60,000 people over the past year, making it the only Canadian province experiencing population growth during this period. This growth is driven by interprovincial migrations as young adults move from more expensive provinces like BC and Ontario, as well as ongoing international migration and natural increase births minus deaths. Okay, so with a population of let's say 5.5, let's just say 5.5 million people. That's not funny, Dave. But the tattoo on my ass says made in Canada, bro. I am not and never will be American fucking ever. I'm not that, you know what? I'm not allowed in the US. Okay, wait, I'm going to come back to that. So with our population of over 5 million people, I don't know, like, do I have that still up? Oh yeah, I do still have this. Do I have this still up? No, I don't have this still up anymore. I was looking for the pipeline map. With our population of 5 million people, if we were to break off from Canada, I'm going into the reasons why we should not separate from Canada. Yeah. I get it. You just had to say it. I know. 5 million people in the province of Alberta, right? If we were to break off from Canada, we would have no longer the backing of the rest of Canada. We would not have the backing of the Commonwealth. And like this idiot Jeff Rath, he clearly knows nothing about the Commonwealth. I'm wondering if he's not an American fucking plant, because he did not even touch on the Commonwealth yesterday at all when he was sitting here talking. We would lose the protection of the Commonwealth, which is between Canada itself, the Commonwealth, and the international recognition we have as Canada and trade deals, etc. We would lose all that. So Alberta would be off on its own by itself, this new independent country with no military and a population of 5 million people. Now, when you see the US invading places for resources, Alberta with a population of 5 million people and no fucking military without the protection of the rest of Canada and the Commonwealth, holy shit, that's a pretty fucking appealing target for Jeff Rath's little military buddies now, isn't it? I'm telling you, these separatist fucking twats, they want to see us get invaded and taken over. Donald Trump has openly said he wants to fucking invade Canada, take Canada. Does he really want all of Canada? Or maybe does he want a piece of Canada called Alberta, which has minimal population and maximum fucking resources? And these fucking treasonous traitorous pricks are fucking helping them. They're trying to break up the country from within. Now, people can be mad at me because it's like, you know what? If the fucking government isn't going to shut this shit down, then, and I've tried to tell the RCMP this as well, that if government isn't going to step in and do something about it, then people are going to take things into their own fucking hands. Get off your asses. Hey there, Nick. Yeah, Nick, I don't know where you stand. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm not I don't really follow Diagolon anymore. Nick, just so you know, I'm kicked out of every single Diagolon channel. Every single one. Except for, I don't know, Jeremy McKenzie makes new fucking channels like faster than I change my underwear. So maybe I'm not banned out of Jeremy McKenzie's newest channel, but I'm literally banned out of every single Diagolon channel. All of them. I'm not allowed in, and even Greg fucking Wycliffe's channel, I'm banned out of. Hey Kim. So I don't know what your feelings are on this, Nick, but I'm calling Tamara Leach a fucking fake. She's a plant. She was never about Canada. She's been trying to break up the fucking country since before the Freedom Convoy. This fucking little prick here, Jeff Rath, that's fucking heading up the separatist fucking project. He's a fucking an American infiltrator, a traitor, treason, openly. These are the Tamara, Freedom Convoy bitch, Jeff, separatist fucking cunt. These people are openly trying to break up the sovereign nation of Canada. Openly getting help from the U.S. This is treason. Yeah, Tamara's like Tommy Robinson, right? Oh, she goes on to talk about fucking Palestine, too. It's definitely... You can tell, especially with her close affiliation with the rebel Zionist fucking Ezra Levant rebel media, that's just nothing but propaganda garbage. That fucking exactly. She's working for the Zionist entity. And again, I'm not allowed out of Canada or into any of the five. Yeah, I get it. Hey, Splash, good to see you, man. What's Diagolon? Okay, so during the COVID lockdowns, if you looked at a map of North America, where the mandates were falling from, if you like in Florida, for example, and Alaska and etc., if you drew a line, there was a line that basically went from Alaska to Florida, and everything that touched that line, that's where all the mandates were falling. There was like a diagonal line through North America where the mandates were falling, and there was no COVID restrictions, mask mandates, all that shit. So somebody noticed that you could draw a line, and everything on that line all the mandates were fucking falling, etc. So they were like just being fucking idiots, and they're like, oh, we could start a country with all this diagonal lines that went fucking with all these places, and we'd call the country Diagolon, right? And they had a cocaine sniffing goat as king, and it's just all fucking fucked-hearted stupidity. Or we were supposed to think that. So they've started a whole group called Diagolon, and they're all, sorry, Nick, but a bunch of white Christian fucking nationalist Nazis. And I'm not even joking, because you have people like the Ferryman's Toll and shit like that. I mean, these people are literally like fucking Heil Hitler and shit like that. Like, they're full on fucking Nazis. And you know I'm right, Nick. Not all of them, but there's definitely some, and that element is in there. So, yeah, they have their own fucking channels and shit, and I am banned on all the Diagolon channels. All of them. Yeah, Tamara's like Tommy Robinson. Greg seems so nice. I actually don't mind Greg. I think Greg can be reasonable. He's one of the nicer Diagolon dudes. But I'm banned out of his fucking channel because I make people think too much. Yep, I know, Kim. That's me too. During the Freedom Convoy, the only people I know that were fucking calling out Rebel for what the fuck it was me and Pat King. Pat King had told people, like, you guys, Rebel media is not what you think it is. And I've been freaking out about the fucking Zionist Ezra Levant for a long fucking time. I know he's a Zion Nazi propagandist. I don't like Zionists. Zion Nazis, I prefer to call them. He's a Zion Nazi propagandist. So, you have fucking, a bunch of these freedom convoy people that have been sucked in to rebel, this fucking Zion-Nazi propaganda shit, this fucking breaking up the country. Like, they got a huge following and base and are literally turning my citizens into Nazis. Blame the commies, blame the immigrants, blame Semitic people. Like, that's how the Germans got turned into Nazis. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go there, Nick. And Diagolon is fucking garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. They're turning people into Nazis, and I don't like it. I don't. They're stupid. No, these are the type. At least, you know what? At least Ferryman's Toll has enough brains to realize that this, in quotes, immigrant crisis is being caused and done on purpose, right? It's being scripted and it's being done on purpose. Like, at least fucking Ferryman's Toll can understand that. Like, these other idiots, where it's just like that fucking idiot from earlier, we're importing jihadis. The immigrants, it's the commies and the immigrants. You're literally turning people into Nazis. Why are you blaming immigrants? Blame the ones that are creating them. Blame the ones that are bringing them in. Don't blame the immigrants themselves. That's stupid. Excuse me. So the line was near the less restrictive areas. Yeah, where all the mask mandates fell, the COVID restrictions fell between Florida and Alaska, which included like Alberta and Saskatchewan and shit, or pieces of it. Yeah, it was from Florida to Alaska, a diagonal fucking line. So that's where all the mandates were falling and all that shit. This is very interesting. And I am here thinking how stupid it all is, turning us against each other to not notice the real problem of the claw on top, up top. We've been getting played. We have been getting completely fucking played. Hey, Mad Cobra. Shoot me a message. You should still have me. Shoot me a message. Yes. Oh, dude, Splash, rewind the stream, man. These fucking Nazi fucks. It's just all blame fucking immigrants, fucking blame fucking Muslims, blame commies. Like, this is all how the Germans got turned into Nazis. And I've been calling this out for a couple decades, noticing this fascist trend, noticing this shift that's being done on purpose. It's being completely done on fucking purpose. Alaska to Florida, yeah. It's being completely fucking done on purpose. And I believe now, looking back, I helped all this shit by, my Freedom Convoy participation. Even though I was there for the right fucking reasons. It's the same thing as why I just got booted out of this fucking Tamara and Chris's. This is Tamara Leach's and Chris Barber's channel, is this one. And now I get why the fucking they don't want me there. Same as Diagolon doesn't want me there. Right? Same as Ezra fucking Levant and Rebel Media don't want me there. Same as these separatists don't want me there. I make people think too much. I ask too many questions. I don't believe and go along with bullshit normally. I try not to. Right? I give people a little bit too much to think. So because I make people think and question, I'm dangerous. And that's what I was trying to I've been trying to point out with all these separatist idiots, is that you are literally setting us up for a U.S. invasion. Like, literally setting us up for a U.S. invasion with this separate. And I think that that's what Tamara and Jeff Rath want. I think that these people are trying to break up Canada on purpose. And I think I know, especially Jeff Rath here, openly committing treason. And I would highly urge police and government to do something about the treason. Because as I was showing earlier in the stream, there comes a point in time when people get pushed too far and start to take matters into their own hands. Which is, and trust me, I know because I've been there. Police and courts do not like vigilante justice at all. They really don't like it. I've been there, done that. They get very fucking angry. So you don't want vigilante justice. Maybe get off your cunts and do something. Apparently that Fight for Canada guy, apparently police went and had a little talk with him about, I don't know. He didn't cover that in the video that I watched, but he just released a video yesterday that the police fucking went and had a chat with him. Is he going to stop committing treason? Is he going to stop fucking turning people into Nazis? Probably not. And then he's going to cry that he's a victim. Excuse me. Remember that time he called into the Tofu TV show? Yep. I was I'm not a good person to have fucking mad at you. I'm not a good person to piss off. Like if people think that like when I go out and about that I'm all like angry and volatile and that nobody would talk to me and all this shit, and that's totally not true at all. I don't know if I doubt my girlfriend's listening, but when we go out, people talk to me all the fucking time, like constantly. I'm always getting people talking to me, saying hello, fucking making jokes, etc. Like, I think people are more inclined to go out of their way not to piss me off. So, the blame game is lazy. Immigrants are the reason these people's lives didn't work out well. It was corporations and oligarchy. Yeah, I know you get it, Splash. Like, legendary, you turned sand into concrete. I know Tofu was scared of me and didn't like me. I ran him off of YouTube. Fucking little puke. Piss poor excuse for a Christian. Fucking, what kind of Christian fucking tells people to go call people in and report them as pedos that aren't? Like, you just, that motherfucker, he's lucky he lived in fucking Ontario and wasn't close enough, because I had a fucking my sister's just dating a disgraced cop, right-wing extremist who blames everything on trans people. So stupid, but it gets under my skin. Oh, I know, it's everybody else's fault, right? Yeah, all good, Splash. Thanks for popping in there, bud. It's everybody else, right? It's the same as that fuck. It's blame everybody but your own damn self for voting for these corrupt fucking cocksuckers that are liberals and conservatives both. You want to blame immigrants, commies, trans people, fucking Semitic people, fucking, it's everybody else's fault but your own, right? Like, it's everybody else's fault but your own. This is a house arrest. I did put in the link earlier. So if people want to go watch this live stream from yesterday, it's right there. This motherfucker, Jeff Rath, is committing treason. He's definitely employing the help of the U.S. It is fucked up. And that Tamara Leach bitch is fucking, she's been trying to break up fucking Canada for fucking ever, since before the Freedom Convoy. Excuse me. The shady fucking liberals are corrupt. Like, I've never voted liberal in my life. It's all you fucking idiots have. Blame the right, blame the left, blame the red, blame the blue, blame the immigrants, blame the Muslim. Blame everybody but your own fucking damn selves, right? For being propaganda drunk, buying into red, blue bullshit. Like, just blame everything and everybody. Everybody and everything else is the problem. It could no way, in any way, shape, or form, be me supporting corrupt governments, red and blue, that's causing all these issues, causing all these migrants, causing all these refugees, causing all the fucking death by war.
It's not my fault that I keep voting red and blue and putting these sick, disgusting, perverted pedophile bastards into power. This is not my fucking issue at all. I should not change my vote away from red or blue. I should keep voting red or blue. Here, right, left, fucking sheeple moron. Blame my fellow citizens, blame migrants for the fucking problems that my government is creating. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep hating my citizens, and I'm the one in the right. I'm the one that's correct. That's literally what I think of when I see these fucking idiots everywhere. It's fucking painful. The mentality and attitude and outlook. Those, the shady fucking...
Yeah, sorry, I was just clearing my throat there. So that's what I think about red, blue, left, right bullshit. And these fucking sheeple that keep voting for them and then wonder why we keep getting fucked, wonder why we keep having immigrants, wonder why we keep having refugees. Like, you're fucking stupid if you still vote red and blue in North America. You're dumb. You are not, you're not putting it together. Like, Jeff and Marty, oh, Clyde do nothing. Oh my fuck. That motherfucker, that 51st state Clyde do nothing fucking cunt. He needs to get the fuck out of Canada. I plan on going to BC this summer. I don't like these fucking treasonous traitors in our country. Get out. If you don't like Canada, if you want to be American, go to the US. You are not taking us with you. Like, go fuck off. Get out. I will drive Clyde do nothing to the border and throw him the fuck over. No problem. You don't want to be Canadian? Cool. Get the fuck out. Go be American if you want to be American. You are taking us with you. You fucking little pukes. Palestine flag looks like you know what? You know what, Nick? You want to know one of the biggest problems I have with Diagolon, aside from the obvious of turning my fellow citizens into Nazis, but one of the other big problems I have with Diagolon, and anybody, any fucking idiot, especially the white ones, that call themselves Christians, and meanwhile are completely supporting the destruction of the Christian homeland. I'm a fucking atheist, and I stick up for and defend the Christian homeland, which is Palestine, more than most Christians. It is fucking absurd. These fake ass fucking Christians and things like Diagolon, fake ass Christians that are literally supporting the ethnic cleansing and destruction of the Holy Land, the Christian homeland, which is Palestine. That's where Jesus was born. Jesus would be a Palestinian. Like, he wouldn't be allowed to go back to Palestine today. If Jesus came back today, he wouldn't be allowed to go to his homeland because he'd be brown and he'd be Palestinian and is being ethnically cleansed by Israel. So these fake ass white Christians, like you find in Diagolon, they could give two shits if the Holy Land and their homeland is being ethnically cleansed and destroyed by terrorist extremist Israel. Like, it's it's remarkable. The fucking fake Christians, they're just full of shit. They're too busy trying to, Nick, does it not bother you, or do you not ever think about the CSIS involvement in Diagolon? Have you even ever asked that question? Like, see, that's not going to help. Like, I went PPC since 2019, but last election I didn't even bother. They're all rotten. Dude, what I said during the Freedom Convoy, actually, I've been saying it for years prior. We need to politically organize. That's what should have came out of the Freedom Convoy is political organization. We should have formed a political party and gotten inside the buildings through the democratic process to make the changes and be the changes that we want. And I had people that were opposed to our Freedom Convoy agreeing with me. Even people that disagreed with me agreed that we should form a political party and use the democratic process, etc., etc. Now here we are 4 years fucking later, plenty of time to get established. We'd be actually looking pretty good. But no, it was too hard. It takes too long. Like, we needed political organization, an actual citizens party of citizens, by citizens, for citizens. Like, oh, that fucking idiot. I wish he would get the fuck out of Canada and not even think about taking any of us with him. Like, get the fuck out. Go to America, go to Japan, go wherever the fuck you're going, but get the fuck out of this country. I'm banned out of his channel, too. I'm banned out of Clyde Do Nothing's channel. PPC is the most American. It's terrible. Liberty is not Canadian. Yeah, I voted PPC once just because of they had, even though I disagree with like 95% of their dumb shit, they fucking had charter rights as when I was worried about my charter rights being violated, they had it highest on their platform. So even though I disagree with 95% of their bullshit, I still had the right to disagree. So, oh, I know, Splash. Fucking, I know, man. I don't understand. I don't understand people. It just blows me the fuck away. Like, why would you want to be a part of the U.S. with gun crime, fucking constitutional rights being violated at every fucking corner? Have you seen their streets? The zombies, the homeless, the drug addicts, the fucking... Take a look at the streets of Iran. You don't see that. The people of Iran aren't homeless drug addicts on the street. You don't see that there. And the dumb fuck America thinks that they're going to fucking educate one of the most advanced fucking oldest cultures ever. Fuck you, America. You're an idiot. Oh, I'm so tired of clickbait shit. I get it. I think I've heard of that channel before. I'm not sure. I'm not Christian either. The only Christian in Diagon is Greg Wycliffe. That is completely not fucking true. Like, look at Tofu. Tofu was all about preaching the fucking Christianity, right? There's lots of white right-wing fucking Christians that are fucking all part of the Freedom Convoy shit and all that jazz. So I don't know what's going on with that. There are more Canadians and Brits in my anti-imperialist chats, which is depressing for me, and they are not happy with Americans, which is very understandable. Yeah, hopefully not the Communism Party. Poor Mark Friesen. Splash, I have no issues with Americans. It's the rulers and sheep that are the problem. Well, I do. I have a problem with Americans. I have a problem with Americans because they're ignorant as fuck, and they are very arrogant and think very highly of themselves. The majority of Americans, Kim, are beyond fucking ignorant to the fact that they can't survive without Canada. There is no war machine. They're fertilizer for food. They're fucking weapons. All like they literally cannot operate as they do now without Canada, and they all take it for granted. None of them know. Most of them don't know. It's just fucking ignorance. They remind me of fucking sheeple Nazis. Like, they don't know anything outside their own borders. All they can think about and focus on is themselves. They think they're the greatest in the fucking world. Just like the Germans thought that they were the greatest in the world. The Germans thought that they had to make Germany great again. The Germans thought that they had to empire build and take over all this fucking other areas and make it Germany because they know best. And fuck off with all that shit. We got a white superiority fucking problem in this fucking Western world. All these fucking like the like that dumb fuck that Jeffrey Rath that's trying to break up the country. Like you have all these fucking white people that think they can just run roughshod over everybody else and tell everybody else, like the indigenous native people. Like, hello, you can't, like, the indigenous native people have treaties in place. Like, just because your dumb white fucking conservative Christian ass thinks that you should fucking be able to just break up Canada all on a whim, like, yeah, the indigenous native people, they aren't about it. Like you're yeah, definitely Britain did them wrong. Definitely Canada has done them wrong. Are the white Christian nationalists that are turning people into fucking Nazis going to treat them better? Honestly, right now, present day, I'm talking. Being an indigenous native person in Canada, you get a lot of perks. Why would they want to trade that? Why would they want to give that up? You'd have to be stupid. That's fucking crazy talk. Like, and people have not read the treaties. They don't know the treaties. I had people yelling at me the other day because I have the Indigenous Canadian flag, because I actually acknowledge and respect Indigenous and Native people. Sorry. Oh, he's flying the flag of the scammers. Like, what on fucking, like, read a treaty. Like, the deal is we have to, like, provide for them. We got to give them water. You know, there were deals that were made. It's us that's not holding up our end of the deal. Like, fuck. Tofu got banned from Diagolon for what he did to me. It doesn't seem like they would ban him for that. He must have done something else. I know he did not. I know it went bad. I get why I'm kicked out of Diagolon, because I make them look like a bunch of fucking morons. So they definitely don't want me around. Like, I can definitely understand why they don't want me around, because I make people think too much and question too much, and I provide different perspectives that people don't usually think of or see all the time. Please just, yeah. I have good friends that are American, and they are wonderful people. They hate what is going on like we do. Yeah, 1,000%. I can appreciate the good Americans that have a brain in their fucking head and think. And they're like, you know, I watched this this one channel, Tyler Rumpel or something like that. He's an American that, like, learns about Canada and figures stuff out about Canada and shit. And he knows, like, there are Americans that do know that without Canada, they're fucked. Like, they need us. They have to have us. They're fucked without us. So I can appreciate the good Americans. I live really close to the border, and Canadian shoppers in our area dropped by 60% in the last year. Keep boycotting. It helps a lot. I know. And the thing is, there's been all this fucking Americans are freaking out. It's Canadians that are boycotting. It's not our governments. It's Canadians themselves, because our sovereignty was threatened. So Canadians are like, yep, go fuck yourself. We're not going to the U.S. We're not buying U.S. products, nothing. The government can't make us buy U.S. products. Yeah, I know, Nick. I know you like coming here because I actually give different perspectives and ideas and look at things differently. So I know your healthcare system is not perfect, but there are tens of millions of Americans who can't go to the doctor at all. Our system is corrupt as fuck. You know what, Splash? You know what? Just because you fucking brought it up. Excuse me. Do-do-do. Where the fuck was that? Goodness gracious, that's fucking hard to read. How come that's not coming up? The previous prime minister, no, I'm not talking about Trudeau. I'm talking about Stephen Harper. He headed a think tank on how to get Canadians healthcare away from them. Wow, they're making it so difficult to find information now. Let's try this a different way. See, you want to know how I'm a real one? I knocked the red and the blue both. I'm not like, you need to be voting conservative and Pierre Poilievre. Like, no. He's a fucking Israel puppet. He's part of the globalist shit. Like, that's not a fucking improvement. Excuse me. Where the fuck? How come I can't find it now? Stephen Harper headed a think tank on how to get Canadians healthcare away from us. And this was before he became prime minister. So there's a lot to be said that our healthcare system, it's been mismanaged and underfunded and driven into the ground on purpose and by design. They want it to fail so that they can institute their capitalist healthcare system. So, you know, the rich buddies of the conservatives and the fucking liberals can get more rich, right? And I don't think that if people knew that Stephen Harper headed a think tank on how to get our healthcare away from us, that people would have voted for him. I don't think that they would have. Are you saying I was right about white Christian nationalists after all the crap you gave me? No, well, dude, you weren't there, okay, Al? You weren't there. It wasn't only just white Christian nationalists that were there at the Freedom Convoy or border blockade, all right? I had tons of fucking brown people coming and shaking my hand, having conversations, etc. There were people there like myself for the right reasons. It wasn't all just only white Christian nationalists, as you like to try and say. Okay? But I do agree that I've been watching my citizens get turned into fucking Nazis for way the fuck too long. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm getting banned next, I bet, for talking in here. What the fuck? See, Nick, doesn't that send off a red flag with you? You have these fucks like Jeremy McKenzie and all these people that whine and cry and bitch and moan and complain that they're censored and canceled and censored and canceled. And Diagolon is banning, censoring, and canceling. Fucking Chris Barber and Tamara Leach are banning, censoring, and canceling, right? Like, they're just fucking hypocrites. They want their agendas to go through. If you don't go along with their agendas, they're not interested. You see different, say different, think different. They don't want you around. It fucks up their agendas, right? To have dissent and actual pushback from a place of intelligence as well. Informed intelligence. That's why that's why I've shifted gears, and now every fucking separatist out there, I'm like, you want us invaded by the US. Like, that's what you're setting us up for. They like, give me one good reason why we should stay in Canada. So the US doesn't invade us and take us over. Because that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, Splash for sure. Yep. Hey, dude, this is freaking the fucking shit out of the Americans right now. This whole buy Canadian thing, we are fucking massively damaging the American economy. Not only with not buying their products, but also with the tourism and shit. And that's why I'm saying we need to stop the oil and gas. We can fucking strangle the US. We got them by the balls. We can shut it down tomorrow. If Canada turned off the oil, gas, electricity, and supply line of fucking metals, the war would be over tomorrow. The US could not, they wouldn't be able to do it. They'd be like, whoa, shut her down. We cannot continue on without our supply line. Like, we are the supply line. Excuse me. No, I know. I don't want to be an American. Our healthcare system, if it was managed properly and funded properly, would be just fine. And we actually are luring a lot of Americans away right now. A lot of healthcare professionals from the US are coming to Canada. So Stephen Harper was terrible. I remember voting for Justin Trudeau to get that robot out. See, and I fell the other way once before, because I fell victim to that too before. Because I remember the Liberals from before Harper and absolutely fucking shady backdoor deals. Rich people were getting richer. I've never voted Liberal in my life, but I did fall for the bullshit where it's like, you know what? I'm going to vote Conservative because these Liberals got to fucking go. And we ended up fucking getting Stephen Harper, which I'll never, ever, ever make that mistake again. Now I vote for what I want, for what I believe in, for platforms and ideologies that align with mine. And not only with me, but what I think is going to be best for the people. It's not about what's best for me and my wallet. It's about what's best for all of us. And that is not the Liberals or Conservatives. They are not the best for all of us. I hope they don't keep defunding him. It's pretty fucked. Like, a lot of fucking Canadians are freaking out about the healthcare system, and they completely don't know that it's been sabotaged on purpose and set up to be failing. Like, they don't know that. They just, socialized healthcare doesn't work. No, it would work if it was actually managed and funded properly. It's being set up to fail, and they want Canadians to turn on it. But people don't understand the levels of social engineering that take place in our society and how influenced and directed and pushed we actually really are. It's so much is set up and done by design. It's fucking crazy. I think for-profit healthcare is disgusting. Yeah, I know. I completely agree. It should be, you're the only fucking advanced civilized nation that doesn't have healthcare. You give money to Israel, Israel has healthcare that you guys pay for, but you guys don't have healthcare. Israel has fucking school that they can go to that you guys pay for, but you guys don't have post-secondary school you can go to. Like, yeah, free speech as long as you agree with me and tell me what I want to hear. That is fucking Diagolon in a fucking nutshell. That is fucking Tamara Leach and fucking Chris Barber and their fucking Freedom Convoy bullshit in a fucking nutshell. That's these separatists in a fucking nutshell. Did you see the one fucking comment I highlighted when I had their stream up? How I'm getting accused of being a paid liberal troll. Can you imagine? You gotta be out of your fucking mind to ever think that, number one, I'm paid to be a troll. Like, I'm getting hurt, not gaining anything monetarily or popularity or anything. Like, if anything, I'm less well off, less popular. Nobody's paying me shit. And it's certainly not for the fucking liberals. I've fucking never voted liberal in my life. My first political memory as a teenager was how much I hated the liberals. Like, they're just shady as fuck, just greasy, like fucking unbelievable. Every country should be doing that. Y'all would be unstoppable together. I know. Voting doesn't matter anyways in this system. Yeah, it does, Nick. I'm sick of hearing this. Okay, I'm going to finish your comment first. Well, when we think of the American systems of voting both in your riding, I would say matters. The Green Party guy here was base. The PPC guy was trash. Yeah, that's... Even though what the Green Party did to me was shit and what they did to Demetrio Lascaris was shit, out of my choices on the ballot, I actually voted Green this time around. Because I'm a responsible voter. I read the party platforms, and their platform aligned most with me. Something I'm sick of is people that are like, voting doesn't matter. It matters. The problem that we have, and I've been trying to solve this problem for more than 20 fucking years, is how do we get people to stop voting liberal and conservative? That's where we're fucking up. We have to convince a majority of people, a vast majority of people, to stop voting liberal and conservative. Then, that's why I tell people all the time, you're throwing your vote away if you vote liberal or conservative, because the MPs in the representatives in those fucking parties, the red and blue parties, they don't listen to their constituents. They have to vote with whatever the party says. Even if it goes against the constituents' interests, it doesn't matter. The constituents are ignored, and the members have to vote with the party. So you're throwing your vote away. You're helping them get elected, and then they completely dismiss you and ignore you and don't represent their constituents at all. And they go along with whatever the party says. And I hear people say this all the time. We can't vote our way out of this. We haven't fucking tried. The citizens haven't tried to vote their way out of it, because you have all these lemming fucking idiot sheeple that just keep voting liberal and conservative. Keep voting liberal and conservative. Like, it is fucking insanity. Sorry, I just got a message here. It's fucking insanity. Like, you can't keep voting liberal and conservative and then wondering why nothing changes. You're fucking stupid. People need to stop voting liberal and conservative. Start voting for something fucking else, whether it's the Green Party, the People's Party of Canada, the Libertarians, the fucking whatever. Create a new party. What is there? There's like, I think it's now up to 16 official registered federal parties. 16 parties. Why do people keep voting red and blue? We have other options. Like, time to exercise them. And that is why we can't vote our way out, is because people refuse to change their fucking dumbass vote away from red and blue. People that keep fucking voting red and blue, you are the problem. Whether you vote liberal or whether you vote conservative, you are the fucking problem. It's not the commies, it's you. It's not the immigrants, it's you. It's not the fucking Semitic people, it's you. It's like it's not Arab Muslims, those are Semitic people. They're not the problem, it's you. It's you voting red. It's you voting liberal and you voting conservative. You are the fucking problem. Period. It's just period. End of fucking story. You are the problem. Not immigrants, not commies, not none of this shit. You take accountability that you fucked up, and you need to stop voting liberal and conservative if you actually want change. Period. I'm really fucking hammering on that one lately. I am so fucking sick of red, blue, left, right, fucktard bullshit. You're giving the establishment what they want. Dismiss it. I'm not a left. I'm not a right. I don't identify as either one. I see the game for what it is. And I refuse to take part in that divisive game. It's bullshit. Complete bullshit. Left versus right is a social construct meant to divide you against your fellow citizens. So these fucktard people that are like, oh, the lefties, oh, it's these libtards, it's this leftist media. Fuck, every time I hear anybody say that, they're sheep. I see them as a sheeple idiot. As soon as I hear one fucking person say, oh, it's a leftist fucking media, these leftist libtards is the problem, I now view you as a fucking sheeple idiot. Because you are stuck at that sheeple idiot level mentality, unable to see the game for what it is. Like, you are the problem. You were literally the problem. You want to blame immigrants and blame commies and what? You are the fucking problem. Like, it is fucking unbelievable. Even some of the right wingers here are in agreement with us now on universal healthcare. There you go. So, yeah, dude, Splash. Definitely. They're getting older, right? They have parents. They want fucking healthcare. They want healthcare for their people, not fucking drop bombs on little girls in schools on the other side of the world. Like, that's just common sense. Healthcare funds do not trickle down to the production lines. He's grabbing along the way. It keeps being cut. That's the conservatives' MO. For as long as I can remember, the conservatives cut funds to healthcare and education because they like people sick and stupid. I wish there was a green in my district. I'm voting for a little independent guy because he's the only one who is anti-war. Yeah, Splash. I know in the U.S. you see it massively right now. The huge push to like not vote for anybody that takes AIPAC money. I wish Canadians would get it together. We're still voting fucking Israel puppet Pierre Polyev and conservative establishment conservative blue. Pierre Polyev, a groom for position career politician that's sold out to the Israel lobby. And he's being sold and touted as like some savior to the people. Get the fuck out of here. Pierre Polyev is not change. Pierre Polyev is status quo. More of the same. Like, people are fucked in the fucking head. I come from a little strong over here. Go back. That's the spirit I come for here. You're right. We need the white pill, the black pill, or the green pill. Oh, did you see that Anthony Aguilar and Greg Stoker are running for Congress's Greens? So cool. Green roster is growing a lot here. Yeah, that's actually awesome. I didn't know that, but I have caught here, actually, I'm going to put that channel in just because I actually like that channel. Sabi was talking about yesterday. Oh, Sabi's live right now. Sabi was talking yesterday that they are starting to think that Marjorie Taylor Greene might be making a run for the White House and trying to start something that is not red, blue, left, right, but like an amalgamation where it's like they're going to come together and be like, okay, enough of this left, right crap, enough of this red, blue crap. We need something new and we need something different. Sabi was talking about it yesterday, and that would make sense why Marjorie Taylor Greene has left office, but is still very vocal. Like, Sabi covered it really well, and it's like, you know what, Sabi, that's a really good point. Like, you guys could be onto something there, and that's awesome news, Splash. That's what needs to happen. We need to stop voting red and blue. And Canadians, you should be embarrassed because the Americans are getting it before we are. And we're supposed to be more educated. Supposedly, allegedly. Canadians are some of the most educated people on planet fucking Earth. But if you took a look around this country these days, you'd be hard fucking pressed to know it. We look like a bunch of fucking idiots, fucking monkey or something. Like, it's just fucking stupid. We're fucking dumb as fuck. Americans are figuring it out that it's a uniparty, red and blue bullshit. They're figuring it out. Americans are figuring out that we got to stop voting red and blue. We got to stop voting for anybody that has any association with the Israel lobby. Americans are figuring it out. Canadians are, I don't even know what the fuck is going through your brains. Like, you need to get it together, Canada. Like, voters refuse to break out of the red blue. I know. It's fucking painful. We were hypnotized by Americanism by voting red or blue. Okay, oh, it's the Uniparty. Yeah, exactly. Let's kill the middle class, so there's just a tier at the top and us in the swamp. Yeah, I know. We're not acting in our best interest or for the best interest of ourselves or our citizens any single time you vote liberal or conservative. You're literally just shooting yourself in the foot. And it's not change if you change your vote from liberal to conservative. Like, if you go red to blue or blue to red, that's not change. People are like, well, I want change, so I'm going to change my vote from a liberal vote to a conservative vote, and then I'm helping with change. No, you're not. You were continuing the status quo flip-flop, more of the same. You are still the problem. I'm okay with calling me a leftist as long as they don't call me a lib or a Democrat. I'm staunch anti-establishment. I know you don't like to be saying that, but it's all good, Splash. I'm not a left or a right. I don't identify as either one of those. It's all fucking bullshit. It's bullshit meant to divide people. It's I'm about fucking rights and health and wealth and living and like people being free to live their own fucking lives without Americans coming in and telling them what to think and dropping bombs on them if they don't do what they're fucking told. Like, fuck off. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Exactly. People are hoping Thomas Massey and possibly Ro Khanna create a unity plot. That's what Sabi Sabs was talking about yesterday. There's the link for Sabi. That's what Sabi Sabs was talking about yesterday, where she was putting forth the idea that Marjorie Taylor Greene and Ro Khanna were going to create something, because Marjorie Taylor Greene and Ro Khanna worked together on the Epstein files. So she was saying that because Marjorie Taylor Greene and Ro Khanna have worked together before and know that they can work together, that could be possibly something on the table. I think she was onto something there. So it's that we need to stop voting red and blue for fucking sure. If you vote red or blue, you are the fucking problem. You're completely the fucking problem. I don't know kind of how another way to fucking put it, but that would be wild, Massey in Canada. Yeah, it's just and then throwing Marjorie Taylor Greene into there. Like, it actually is. It's so crazy. It just might work. To be clear, though, change needs to happen quicker with the Americans. We don't have time to waste. That's why I say it. I mean, Canada could shut the fucking U.S. down overnight tomorrow. It needs to fucking happen. And if the government isn't going to do anything about it, then it's going to get to a point where citizens start doing something about it, because we don't want to see little girls going to school getting bombs dropped on them by the United States and Israel that are constantly just bombing schools, hospitals, synagogues, churches, bridges, like just constant war crimes every single fucking day. Like, they need to be stopped. It needs to come to an end. You know, it's no wonder that people are going death to America and death to Israel. Like, it only makes sense. Like, what's what I call it? Teeter-totter. Yeah. It's about colors, red and blue, now orange. I don't vote NDP either. I've never voted NDP in my life. That said, and people can like him, hate him, say he's with the World Economic Forum, say all the things, whatever. The NDP here in Alberta were ridiculously smart to put Nenshi in as their leader, because Naheed Nenshi is a great politician. He is very articulate. He is very well spoken. He makes things very easy to understand. He's very passionate. Like, he's a great fucking politician, that guy. Whether people like him or not, or World Economic Forum, whatever the fuck, like him or hate him, doesn't matter. He's still a great politician. And you're going to see, especially as the conservatives here keep fucking up, you're going to see a number of people going towards the NDP with Nenshi, because Nenshi is actually a good politician. Like, again, whatever you think of him, World Economic Forum, whatever the fuck, he can politic, right? So it was why I think the NDP in Alberta are growing. Again, I've never voted NDP, but It's I don't know. I don't know. I based on what happened to me with the Green Party here in Alberta, the provincial Greens, I'm not voting for them. They are fucking idiots. I was helping them, I was getting them votes, and then they stabbed me in the back, and because they're morons, and I wasn't allowed at their fucking yearly meeting in Red Deer and fucking all this shit. They were fucking threatening that they were going to call police if I was even on the property and all this crap. And I didn't even do anything. All I said was that, and this was at the time, way before, I just quoted somebody else and saying that Greta Thunberg was not actually a real activist, because real activists like, excuse me, like Rochelle Corey, right? Like Malcolm X and stuff, they get taken out by the establishment. They don't get book deals and shit. And I like, it was somebody else's quote. All I did was put somebody else's quote and saying that if she actually does start calling out the military industrial complex as the biggest polluter on the earth and starts actually going after the ones that are really fucking doing the shit, watch what happens to her. And because I quoted that, I was kicked out of the party, not allowed fucking anywhere near anything. Like, it was unbelievable. Somebody within the Green Party said, Greta Thunberg's not really what you like are making her out to be here. Somebody had the audacity to say something about their poster child, right? So again, this was before a lot of other activism was taking place, etc. This was a lot of years ago now. So I think shit, Greta would have been like 15 at the time or some damn thing. Like, so because of that, I got fucking the boot. So like the provincial Green Party here, not really doing it for me, but excuse me, I don't know what I would do provincially right now. I keep thinking I should fucking just get into politics and put myself on the ballot. Fuck it. It's like, I don't like any of you. I'd rather just vote for myself. I'm pragmatic about my alliances. I'll work with anybody who wants to stop war and or fix the problems first. Yeah, exactly. Fix the economic problems first. Okay, I voted red once, and when I was like 18, then purple. Haha, never voted blue or orange. Oh, see, I voted blue once. I voted conservative once, way back when, to get the Liberals out. And that's the only time I've ever voted conservative. And I've never voted Liberal, and I've never voted NDP. Yeah, we can't be bought here. That's another thing. Can't buy us. Us real ones can't be bought. We'll tell you to shove it. I voted for a couple of Republicans in the past for smaller local elections, people I personally knew who weren't too far out. Sometimes there are no other options here. Yeah, I get that. No, it was the Green Party. It was definitely the fucking full-on Green Party. I had the president of the party fucking priority mail me and everything so that it was all registered and everything. Like they fucking was like, holy fuck, like overreact much? Like, it was fucking wild. Excuse me. People think all of New York is blue. For those that don't know, the US is the other way around. Here in Canada, the Liberals are red, the Conservatives in blue. In the US, it's the Conservatives that are red and the Liberals that are blue. So people think that all of New York is Democrat or liberal, but all the rural areas are Republican conservatives. Fuck, my country has had only one. My county has had only one Democrat in the last 150 years. Very lopsided. Yeah, I get it. These anti-hate reachers also suck and like to block others. Think, yeah, you can't go to your grave with your treasure, right? Yeah, exactly. So, all right, I've went on longer than I wanted to, but these have been great talks. Thank you, actually. I needed to vent and get some of this shit off of my chest because, yeah, I go fucking a little bit fucking crazy when I can't vent this shit and say this shit. Basically, it comes down to if you're voting liberal or you're voting conservative, you're the problem. But like both of you. You are literally the problem. It's not the immigrants. It's not the commies. It's not Semitic people. It's you. You are the problem. Every time you put liberal or conservative, you're the fucking problem. So, and we need to shut the U.S. off. They're committing war crimes. I see our provincial government here under Danielle Smith going behind the federal government's back, making fucking trade deals with the states and trying to supply them with even more oil to fuel their fucking war and their criminal empire. Fuck you, Danielle Smith. You're a fucking traitor cunt. We need to be stopping the use of our fucking materials and resources, enabling the fucking war criminal empire of the Epstein class in the United States. They can't function without us. They need to be reminded of it. So, yeah, I'm gonna get going. I got to get back to the guy. I got actually a lot of shit to do in the next few hours. So, okay, guys. Yeah, stay safe. Yeah, exactly. It's just we got it. Something's got to happen. Splash. The U.S. and Israel need to be stopped. The United States of Israel needs to be fucking stopped, and I don't know another way that we can effectively do it. I think that is probably the quickest, most effective fucking way. Shut off the fucking gas, shut off the electricity, stop the flow of oil, stop the flow of fucking goods to the US. Boom. Their shit ceases immediately. That's what I think. That's what I think. And with that, I am going to bid adieu. As Kim says, stay safe, be good to yourselves. Free Palestine. I'll see you guys soon. I do want to start trying to come on more and talk more because, yeah, I have had somebody reach out to me and be like, you provide different perspectives than they get from a lot of other channels. So people can hate my guts. I get people hate my guts, but there are people that actually do like to hear a different perspective, different thoughts, different views, different opinions. And whether you're left or right or whatever the fuck, it's going to take us all. So we need unity, not division. Fuck separatist idiots. Fuck left versus right crap. It needs to be all way beyond left right shit. Like, so anyways, cheers. Free Palestine. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have good days. Try anyways.